There it goes. How are y'all doing today? Okay, so today we're going to be doing one of the sign and ribbon sets that we have. And I grabbed a couple of mesh to go with it. And we're going to do all curls, so all curly. I couldn't do the I could not do the pancake because I had to figure out where my frames are. I haven't been able to find them yet. So, we're going to do the curly today. That's what we had talked about doing yesterday. Alright. So, I'm going to start off just by... Now, look at this. This is like a sea foam kind of color in the back. So, I actually picked this frame to go with it because it actually will enhance... So, we're not using that color as a mesh. But you can see it will enhance this sign with these little, this little part. The work wreath. Okay. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So then we can open up the bottom. There we go. So let me show you the ribbons that came with this. Look at this sign. Isn't that pretty? So it had a green. It had this blue, kind of this same seafoam blue, kind of blue-green with the pink, and then it also had the green. Then this one, this pink, so you can see there's different shades of pink. And this is our neutral. So you can see there is, you know, a little bit of this kind of color in here because it's a wood background. So those are the colors. And then we have a green mesh and a hot pink mesh. So it's going to be very nice and bright and colorful. Okay. So all of these curls are cut at 10 inches. And the way we're going to do this, so I cut them all. I cut almost the whole thing, just 10 inches. What's my favorite mesh to work with? I really like jute mesh and I like metallic mesh. Those are my favorite. So I'm going to take and split these apart. And what we're going to do is we're going to do multiple colors in together. Alright, so 2 pink with a green, like this, and then we'll do 2 green with a pink next to it. So this is a nice, bright, summery one. And then we'll take, on the bottom, I'm going to do, you do? Great, I'll get it listed. I don't know why, I just kept forgetting to list it. I'll take the green with the tan, that's for the bottom. Okay. These are cut at 12 inches. Alright. I'm going to place that in. And I want this tie to be seen, so I'm just going to kind of curl it up and let it kind of stand up because that is going to be an additional color for us. So you see that? I will list it after this. I'm so glad. Alright, so see this one will have 2 green and 1 pink. And we're going to do the whole wreath this way. I want the more vibrant colors to be up on the top near the sign. So that's why we're kind of splitting it up like this. Yeah, the kits, you can go to hardworkingmomkits.com and that's where you can find our kits if you're ever looking for a kit. There we go. It just puts you into our shop. So for a person who hasn't made a lot with mesh, I would probably go for the jute type mesh because it frays less. And then, you know, you can kind of learn the methods without having to deal with the fray as much. So yeah. In the beginning, I would not do fabric. I would save that until you're more comfortable because that one will fray a lot. And I would definitely stay away from basic. Okay, so you want to either do jute or metallic. So see, this is metallic. It has a metallic string in it. It's really pretty. It does fray some, but all you have to do is tuck those edges under. Hey, hey. All right. So I'm just pulling these up so that they all help each other stay up. I want to keep my ribbons together so they'll kind of come off like this, like that. So now we'll do 2 pink and a green. Is there a standard cut for any mesh? That's so funny. Casey was telling me today I needed to do a reel and a story and a TikTok on this. So yeah, if you're doing ruffles, the standard is kind of 30 inches. If you're doing curls, the standard is 10 inches. And these are, of course, my kind of rule of thumbs. And then if you're doing, you can also do 20 inches on ruffles and 34 inches for the woodland ruffle. That's kind of my rule of thumb. There's nothing that says you have to do it a certain way, right? There's no rules. I'm putting curls in every single tie. I'm just alternating which color. So 2 green, 1 pink. The next one will be 2 pink, 1 green. Just so I can kind of keep the colors varying and you won't see too much of one versus another. Just kind of helps. Here we go. Good length to cut mesh is 30 inches for ruffles, if you want to do like ruffles. That's kind of my go-to. The blue tie, I'm just kind of rolling it up so that, see, it's still showing, because I want that color to stay in here because it's going to tie in that sign. So let's say that you have this mesh and you have this sign and you really want to pull in more of this, but you don't have that color mesh. You can use your work frame and the ties that are in it to bring that color in. So don't think that you always have to do it with your mesh. You can make other ways to bring it in. Yep, I'm curling the blue tie so I can keep that color in here. Let me see if I can move the sign so it's not on a glare. There we go. Yep. So see, I put my ribbons in. You're welcome. Yep, every one. I'm just curling it under instead of cutting it off. And then I have that nice little color still in here. How do you get your wreath to look full? So what method are you using? If you're using ruffle method, then the most important thing is to, oh, thank you, Jennifer. The most important thing is to pull the ruffles up against each other to make them stand up. That makes a big difference. We're thinking about you, Jennifer. Righty. Okay. See, this way we kind of have, you know, it'll be like green, pink, and it'll kind of spread it out. Kind of like we do when we're doing our ruffles. You have a problem buying signs. So what kind of signs are you buying? Are you buying wood signs? Have you tried sealing them? Hey, Johnny. I would try sealing them. I have something really exciting to show y'all next week that I came up with yesterday. I think we got our bugs worked out. So hopefully the mesh tool will be listed this weekend. You bought a teacher board. Yes, absolutely. We will. Just, Sandra, just email me and let me know what it is you need, and we'll set up a listing for you. Yeah. We will do custom stuff with the wood signs. So if you have something custom you want done, you just need to message me. I think we did 2 purple, 2 pink that time. So, oh, and Z, I changed out the blue mesh with the pink. I didn't like the way the blue looked with it. I was going to do blue originally, but it just didn't have enough of the sea foam color in it. So I switched them up. But I did send you a link. Okay. Get my little thing out. Look, see, we're already almost done with the bottom. So you see how I pull these up and have them stand against each other? That's the kind of stuff that you have to do to make your wreath look fuller, okay? So make sure you're pulling things up and moving them around and getting them to kind of stand up like this, because that's what makes your wreath look full. That little action. So just make sure you're doing that. You listed both. Okay. That's okay. Yeah, see, I was going to use this one. And it does have the color, but I was afraid putting it in the curl form, you would miss that lighter color and it would be too dark. So I thought, nah, I'm just going to change it up. Because we can. Okay. Oh, I see a ribbon I missed. Yeah, you can also put them in, you know, like bags like you get from the grocery store, and then stack them against each other. That would work. I have done that. Yeah, you put the wrong mesh in the email because I changed my mind at the last minute, because when I started getting ready to cut it, I just didn't like it. It's just lime green. It's the lime green. That was my fault. And sometimes things look a little different in my office than they look in this room. And I get in here and I'm like, I don't like that. Yeah, the blue ombre is perfect for nautical. We'll do one of those next week for sure with that. Maybe I can even come up with a sign to use the blue and the green. Wouldn't that be pretty? Okay, so we got the bottom done. Look how bright and pretty that is. All right, so let's open up the top. So I figured, so you need 3 in each tie, right? So what did I say? Was that 54? I think so. Yeah, 54. You would need 54 of these cut. You can get 36 out of each roll, so you'll have more than enough. If you need to, you can add more on the top if you want. Okay. Oh yeah, we do a live for every kit, and we have a special playlist on YouTube for those kits so that we can make sure you can find it. So, okay, so I'm going to kind of spread it like that and make sure it's not going to squash the bottom or cause a problem. On the top, we're going to do these 2 ribbons. Okay. Cowgirl one. I think I remember that. You can also, if you go to YouTube, if you go to my page on YouTube, if you go to the top, you can search. There's a search bar, and you can put in cowgirl, because whatever theme or whatever, I always use that in my title, and it should pop them up. So I would do that too. The size of the frame is 15 inches, and when I'm done, it will be 24 inches. So if you ever look when you're purchasing these frames, sometimes they'll say 15-24, and what that means is it's 15 inches, and when you finish it, it will be 24. So, okay, we're gonna curl that little thing on top as well, but we're gonna spread our ribbons out up here. So the reason I don't do it at the bottom is because everything tends to push down, and so it just makes it hard to keep those ribbons, you know, spread out. I do lives on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and we'll also be doing lives on Mondays and Tuesdays starting next week. So pretty much every day. Thank you, Sherry. Okay. When I put my ribbons up top, I like to spread them out just like this. If you have them, you see how this one wants to like dive down? I don't like that. So I'm going to grab it and I'm going to push it back and get a little indentation right in here because it is wired, and that will keep that ribbon in place. See, I can just kind of make it go where I want. So if you're having trouble with your ribbon, remember it's wired, and that wire is in there for you to use. So use it to your advantage. Don't be afraid to put little indentions in those ribbons, because they're there to help you. Hey, Mama. And we'll do the pancake wreath on maybe on Monday or Wednesday. Yeah, Casey's gonna be doing a door hanger on Monday. Oh my gosh, I want to show y'all what I made today so bad, but I haven't figured out the price yet, and so I can't list it. So I don't want to show you until I can list it. There. I'm so excited. Ribbons are cut at 12 inches. All right. Isn't this pretty? Oh, this is so pretty. I love it. Johnny says hi, Mama. She says hi, Johnny. Sometimes Mom has trouble on YouTube, so she goes over to Facebook. She's on Facebook today. Okay. I want these ones on the bottom to kind of pull straight out, so I'm just kind of pulling those as I go along because it's going to push up against me as I'm moving around. Hello. Is that a unicorn? That's cute. So you're just starting an evergreen. I would cut, if you're going to push it down in, oh, Susan Hatch says hi also, Mama. If you're going to push it down into the evergreen, I would do like 13 inches for the ribbons, or even 14. It really depends on how deep you're going to put it. Okay. I got to catch up on my ribbons here. Yeah, 12, 13, or 14. So what I usually do is before I'll cut my ribbon, I'll just take it and I will go ahead and kind of put it in there and kind of just eyeball, you know, what length I would want it. So like if I took a ribbon, I would take my ribbon and I would just kind of put it in and figure out what length I need it to be. Well, about like that. And then that's my halfway point. So then I'll say, okay, I need at least, you know, 10 or 12 inches. Do it that way, and then you don't have to cut them all before you get started. The mesh is cut at 10 inches. We're doing all curls. It's an all curly day. And you know, it's funny because when I first started, I didn't even realize that I could do this kind of wreath with a work wreath. I always thought I had to do the Dollar Tree frame, which you do not. You can still use the work frame. It works great. And I feel like I probably used more than I needed to by doing the Dollar Tree frame. I really like elevated frames. That's why I work on these. I like the elevation. Thank you. I love them too. It's green. Does it look gold? It's green. I think it just kind of looks gold. So you see how I kind of pull them up, make sure I'm not squashing the bottom. That's what makes it all nice and full. Isn't this ribbon pretty? And it matches so well. And I did list some of these frames. This wreath will be probably about 6 inches. Let's see. Yeah, about 6 or 7 inches. Yep. But now when you do put it in something to ship it off, always put it in as small as you can get it. So, you know, even if you have a bow, you're going to be able to condense it pretty much, and it should pop back out. If it's not in the box for a long time, it should pretty much just pop right back out. You see how much we have left? I love these forms. Yeah. I'll do it, Sandra. Just email me. Thank you. I love them. Picking colors is my very favorite thing. Matching colors is my favorite thing. That's my, what do they call it, hidden talent or whatever. That's my God-given talent. The color thing. I love it. Hey, Lillian. See, now we're pulling that blue in up here. Let me tell you why I did this way. Okay? So if I were to do this blue color and the pink, this sign is going to kind of blend in. Doing the pink and the green means that this sign will stand out. So that's why I did that. Hey, Tracy! Yeah, that's my superpower. That's funny. I love these frames because the Dollar Tree frames, they're very flat. So your wreaths tend to come out, even if you really fluff it up, they're going to come out flatter, which is great for shipping, but these just kind of have a presence to them, I think, because the elevation of the frame. Okay, I'm just kind of pulling the ones at the bottom out. That looks good. Good, good. Okay. Now we're going to do our sign. Look how pretty that is. Look how nice and full. You can't see the frame. Okay. Oh, they want to do the painting with the baby tissues. Yeah, if you also make sure you tell me what you want the letters to look like. Do you want like you know, more like a blocky font or something like that, so we know what to pick. Yes, we'll be starting a new code probably tomorrow. I've been trying to get the website all together for my new place, and I'm a couple days behind. So don't worry, we'll start a new one up tomorrow. Thank you, Mama. Okay. Oh, these colors are just so pretty. I am going to kind of nestle this sign in a little. Because of this method, I don't want to really lose. So I'm going to kind of pull some of this up a little bit. Nestle that in a little. There we go. I think I put it over here, didn't I? There it is. Alright, so we got our little weaving needle. I did bend them in because I want that color to stay in here. So what it does is it kind of adds that little bit of color pop into the whole wreath. So when you're doing wreaths like this and you're doing frames like this, you have several choices, right? You can leave it up, put a little something on there to decorate it. Ooh, we'll have to do one of those soon. Or you can cut it off and tuck it, or you can kind of curl it like this so that it almost becomes a decoration. So we're going to take our weaving needle. I'm just going to go right down through the mesh because it works. Okay. Yep, it just becomes a little extra color for us. So if you can get these little like foam balls, glittered balls at Hobby Lobby, and you can take those and you can glue them onto the ends of these, and then it becomes like a little embellishment. So we'll have to do one of those soon because that's really fun. If you haven't done that before, it's really fun. See how well this sign shows because of the colors that we used? You see how using this lighter pink up top softens some of that brighter pink? And that's what we were trying. That's what we were working on accomplishing. Okay. So you can see in the back, this is where one side is tied right there. And let's see, where's the other side? Right there. Right there. So see, it's even hard to see the mesh that I love working with. Jute mesh and metallic mesh are my favorite. So the stuff that we worked with last night, the stuff that's on the bottom, that's jute mesh. Okay. Look how pretty that is. Oh my gosh. I really love this. You could also do a light pink with it. Let's tuck that in a little. But I just wanted that brighter pink because it would contrast really well with that lighter pink. So there are 3 curls in each one. So yeah, 3 curls. Alright, so let's do our bow. Alrighty. Thank you. I like it too. We're just gonna do, let's do, we'll see. I'm sorry. I try not to go so fast, y'all. I can't help myself. Yes, you could add flowers, absolutely. You could do white, you could do pink, blue. There's even a little purple in the side. Okay. Let's do a little, let's see, 8 inches. I do sell the wreaths I make. I'm just way behind on listing them. So we're doing 8 inches. We'll do 6-inch loop, another 6-inch loop, and then I'm going to pull this out, trim it off. I could do 3 loops, but I think I'm just going to do 1. I do save some of them for shows, but we do also sell some. Okay, now I want to bring my tail over on this side. So this is kind of like a 4 loop bow. Hey, Tori! There's Tori. Tori, I was telling them how you're going to start doing some more lives. Alright, so I want to go ahead and kind of spread this. I want to put this ribbon here and this ribbon here, like that. Okay. Now we'll do this one. I want to go back to this side. So this tail will kind of come like this. How do I use 5.5-inch mesh? I don't use 5.5-inch mesh very often, but you can use it on the Dollar Tree frames. The problem with the smaller mesh, like the Dollar Tree mesh, is you just have to use a lot more of it. And that just kind of makes it, we're going to do 2 loops with this. It kind of makes it like it almost costs the same by the time you're done. We'll have to make one soon so I can show you. Okay, we're going to put the tail over here. Alright, this is all 6 inches. Okay, so you can see I'm kind of moving my little ribbon around. There we go. We're going to go back over to this side. There we go. 6 inch. Does that look like 6 inch? Yeah. And 6 inch. Okay, that out, trim that off. Okay. And remember, if you're struggling with the bows, go get one of our practice sets. It comes with a ton of ribbon in it. It's like 30 to 50 yards of ribbon. Or maybe it's 20 to 40 yards. I think it's 20 to 40 yards. It's going to be more than 20. And then you can use that to practice on your bows. Okay. So once I put my zip tie on, I'm just going to hold one side while I slide it around. You can always see that indentation. You want to make sure it's in the indentation because it'll want to come out. Then I'll kind of, before I tighten it completely, I'm just going to kind of readjust just for a second. Okay. Mostly I'm just making sure that those tails are where I want them to be. The great thing is that you absolutely can do that. Turquoise would be pretty as well. Okay, so we got it tightened. Now we're going to start kind of pulling our tails out. So this is like a 4 ribbon bow with kind of some spider stuff in it, right? Because the way we do the tails, we gotta break the bow. So just twist and pull, twist and pull. That just gets it nice and fluffed like that. Starting from the bottom, working our way up. Like that. I don't think the camera likes it when I move really fast. It's kind of like, wait a minute. Pretty, pretty, pretty. All right. I love bows that have kind of tails coming out around the sides. To me, it just really looks really nice. So we can do at the bottom, or we can do it at the top. I think we tend to do it at the top a lot. So let's do it at the top. All right. just going to go right around where the tie is. What happened that was so funny? You like the bottom? Hey Susan, how are you feeling? Okay. Sorry, I was having a little trouble getting my finger around that piece. Okay. There we go. Okay. Got little ribbons coming out. There we go. There. Oh, I should have done a third loop. That would have looked pretty. Okay. Just make sure we're not covering our sign here. There we go. All right. All done. Feel like, there it goes. Awesome. That turned out really pretty. So that's what it looks like from the back. Looks from the side. Ah, that turned out so pretty. I love that. I love it. I love it. I love it. Owl is my moderator. She is the person who is talking as me. So she helps, you know, bring links out and all the good stuff. Answers questions and good stuff. All right. How are you feeling, Susan? You feeling any better? I imagine you're still feeling pretty cruddy. Awesome. All right, well, I hope y'all have a great night. We should have something tomorrow to watch. I'm not sure yet what it's going to be, but it'll be something good. And maybe tomorrow I can figure out the stuff, and then I can get the tool listed and the new thing listed, and I can come on and show y'all what it is. I'll kind of give you so it's going to be something that you can put on a wreath with a sign, and you can change out the sign. You could also put it on a table, and you could change out the sign. So it's a little design I've been thinking of for a while, and we finally got around to trying it, and yep. You could do tomorrow. I'm going to curl this up. I like that. Awesome. All right, well, y'all have a great night. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and I will see y'all. You'll either see me or Tori or Casey, or all three of us.